Hey guys, what is going on and welcome back to a brand new Minecraft video. Today, boys and girls, we're going to be carrying on with the Modern House Let's Build series. And today I've got one that is pretty dope. Here it is. It's a pretty big one, to be honest, today. You know, I don't normally do ones on this kind of like scale and complexity, but personally I think it's pretty simple. You just got to kind of get like the size and the ratio of everything right, and you should be good to go. But as you can see, it comes with this cool little like water feature at the side, an infinity pool kind of style, and then of course a walkway up and a walkway down into the main house area, which I think is pretty sweet. So without further ado, let's get into building this. Okay, so first things first, we're going to look at the materials we'll be needing to start off on this build. We're going to use some grey concrete, some light grey concrete, some ice, some blocks of quartz, some diorite, and of course a grass block as well. You don't have to use concrete, you know, as you can see, there's grey wool. There's also the grey stained clay that you could use. I mean, I'm just using concrete because it looks better, and I'm in the 1.12 update. So, you know, it's accessible for me, and I can use it if I please. Okay, so we're going to start off by coming to wherever we're going to place our first blocks, and we're going to break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and fill those in with our grey block, just like that. We're going to bring 1, 2 up on this side, and place 1, 2 up on this side, and in the middle you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Blocks of ice to start off the infinity pool. Now we're going to place ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Bring it along like that, and then join it up like so. And then what we're going to do is bring it up to level it out, so it should all be 2 blocks high like this. We're going to go in and we're actually going to grab ourselves a white block. Now I'm going to go in and grab the white concrete because I just feel it looks pretty good on the bottom of swimming pools and stuff like that. But you know, you can use whatever you want: quartz, snow. You know the drill. Just pick a material you like, and we can go in and use that. Then what we're going to do is fill this entire thing with water, because of course, what's a swimming pool without any water? You know, it's pretty self-explanatory. So we're going to do that, and the pool is actually finished. Now what we're going to do on the back of this is place 1, 2, bring it all the way back like that, and on top of that place 1, 2, and then bring it all the way with the grass blocks just like that. So from above, this is what you should have. Now what we're going to do is jump 1, 2 blocks in, place a diorite, bring it out by 2, and we're going to take this around 2 blocks all the way around our entire structure so far. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just taking it out by 2 each time, bringing it around, and leaving it 2 blocks away from the edge. And from the top, this is what we have. Now what we're going to do on this side is place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 blocks of quartz, double this up just like that. And on this side, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and bring it up. And on this side, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and of course, bring that up by 2 as well. Now what we can do in front of this little gap is place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, double that up sideways, just like so. And what we're going to do is take this back by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, just like so. We can of course double that up as well, so it follows the same pattern. And we're going to do that exactly the same in front of these 2 gaps as well. So bring it up by 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, like that. And then bring it back so it's 10 backwards. Just like so. So what we have so far is this structure. What we're going to do is place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 blocks of quartz, just like that. We're going to break these blocks in front of it, and we're going to replace these dirt blocks with another layer of quartz, just like so. What we can then do is place 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks on top of that, bring it along, and then bring it down on the end of that to make this cool little like cutout square on the side of the build. We're then going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 blocks of quartz along. We're then going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to leave a 2 block gap like so, and we're going to place ourselves 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like that. We're then going to count along 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And on the 8th block, we're going to bring it up 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. And we're going to connect it at the side, or on the top rather, making another cutout rectangle on the side. What we're then actually going to do is grab ourselves a glass block of your choice. I'm going to use grey stained glass panes just because I kind of like the tone to it. Bring it along by 1, and then of course 2 layers. And we're going to leave a layer at the top, completely open, like so. We're then going to count along 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And here we're going to count along 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So it should align perfectly with that block over there. What we can then do is, of course, join these up, and it should fit perfectly in with this block. And from the top, what we have is the shape of our house like that. Okay, on the back of the build, what we're going to do is bring it up 1, 2, 3, and 4 like that. We're going to take it all the way over. We're going to build up on this end, and we're going to connect it like that, leaving us with this open rectangle to build some windows. We're going to jump along 1, 2, place another 2 quartz like so, bring them up to the top layer. We're going to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4 block gap, place another 2 like that. So you should have another 2 block window just like so. And then what we can do is actually go in and grab ourselves the grey stained glass like this, just like we used over there. And we're going to fill up all these windows right now. So what you should have is a 2 block window, a 4 block gap window, and then on the end, another 2 block gap window. Looking like this. On this side here, we're going to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that should leave a 2 block gap in the middle. We're going to build it across and fill it with the grey stained glass, just like so. And on this side, we're going to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks across. Build up 1, 2, 3 here, like that. Leave a 2 block gap. Place another 2 blocks of quartz. Bring them up by 3. Place 2 upside down quartz stairs. So you're going to want to grab some of those from your inventory. We're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 glass panes like that. And then fill this shape in with glass panes also. Okay, so the final side, we're going to bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 quartz blocks across just like this. We're going to place another layer here, 1, 2, 3, like so. Leave a 2 block window. Place a 1 block column by 3 up. Jump another 2 blocks. Place another 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Bring these up by 3. And then you should have a 2 block gap here, which we're not going to fill in. We're only going to fill in these 2 windows at the back end of the house. Looking back, and that is what we should have. Now what we're going to do is count 1 in like that, and on this column here we're going to jump out 2 blocks, place another 2 quartz like that, and take these up to match the top of the house just like so. We're going to connect these 2 blocks over the top to match this side, and then on this block here we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 like so. We're then going to grab our quartz stairs. We're going to place 1, 2, 3, and 4 just like this, and then what we can actually do is grab ourselves some light grey concrete, break out the flooring in here, and replace that with this, like so. What we're then going to do is jump to this side of the house, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3 blocks of quartz away, and on the 4th block, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, just like that. And what we're then going to do is jump to this block here, and bring this along by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Join it to this side, and from the top, we should have it looking like this. Right here, we're going to jump 1, 2 blocks and place a 1, 2, 3, 4 block of quartz, and then we're going to take the quartz all the way along and double them up to this layer here, giving you this kind of like walkway thing. And then right here, we're going to add a layer of glass of your choice, double it up so you have a 2 block window at the side of the house running all the way through next to the walkway, right next to the pool side. What we can then do at our main entrance is place 1, 2, 3, 3 and 4 blocks of stairs like so. We're then going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks of quartz like that. We're going to grab ourselves a quartz slabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 blocks just like so. We're then going to come to this block just here, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks across of stairs, and another 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks just like that, leaving a 2 block staircase dropping down into the main area of the house. Now what we can do is with the quartz slabs, we can jump 1 block, place 3, jump 1 block, place 3, and you see the pattern. We're just jumping 1 block and placing 3. You should have a 1, 2, 3, and 4 gaps of just nothing. And then of course, looking at like this, we've got this kind of like shaded pattern, I guess you could say. We're going to do exactly the same kind of pattern here. We're going to leave a gap right on the end, place 1, 2, and we're going to do this 1 block and then 2 slab pattern all the way to the end of this walkway, like so. And it should end on the final block connecting to these 2 back blocks of quartz like this. And then when you look down, you've got this really, really nice kind of like slated shading area, which looks really, really cool. What you can also do is break these glass panes just to the side, and you can place some leaves inside of here. If my blocks, weren't jumping for me, that'd be pretty nice. The auto jump for some reason always turns on. I don't know why, it just does. But yeah, you can place a load of leaves in here, And then what you can do is replace the glass back. It just kind of makes it look a little bit nicer under there, I guess. Adds a little bit of green, I suppose. Our next task is to fill in the roof, because as you can see, there's nothing there right now. And if it rains, you know, you're pretty screwed if you live here. So what we're going to do is start filling this in by placing 1, 2, 3, 4, and carrying on your quartz all the way to there. We're going to bring this little part across as well. Fill in this gap. We're going to do it in sections so it makes it easier, because we are going to add some skylights and you're going to need to know exactly where they go. We're also going to add 2 rows of quartz on this end of the house, just like so, and 2 more layers on this side of the house as well, just like this. As you can see, it's slowly getting smaller, and we are going to be adding the windows pretty soon. We're going to add another layer here, like so. So on this side, you should have 1, 2, 3 complete blocks of quartz. And the first sunroof is actually going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 blocks away from that side. So what we can do is actually fill this little section in as well. So what you should do is have this little section, which is 5 wide. We're going to join it in the middle with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks of quartz like that. And these 2 little holes, which are 2 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 blocks, are going to get filled in with glass. And they are actually going to be our 2 sunroofs for the build. So bring those along like that. We're then going to go in and grab ourselves some iron trapdoors. What we're going to do on this side is place 1, 2, 3, and 4. One of the layers of trapdoors is going to be covering each sunroof like that. And on this side, we can just place 1, 2, jump 1, and place another 1, 2 like so. And up from the top, as you can see, we have our sunroof. Okay, now from the inside, as you can see, the floor is pretty bare. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove all of this dirt, or replace it, as someone always wants me to say, with some birch wood. Now, you know, you can use whatever wood you like. I mean, spruce would look pretty sweet in here, dark oak as well. Maybe oak. You know, I would avoid using like logs and stuff, because, you know, that just ain't too pretty. But yeah, personally, I just think birch for modern houses really suits the style. It kind of is a nice neutral color between the whites, the grays, and the blacks. You've probably heard me mention it that before, but you know, it's just a tip for you guys if you're wondering, like, you know, what should I use for my floors in my houses. Birch is usually a safe bet. As you can see, it's like a light beigey color, or a birch color, probably is the best way to describe it. But yeah, it just suits modern builds really well, and hopefully you guys do agree with me. If not, like I said, just choose your own material. Stones, diorites usually work pretty good for floors in modern houses as well. But yeah, complete with birch, we have our flooring. Now what we're going to do is grab our quartz slabs, and we're going to follow the edge of the sunroofs all the way around with these quartz slabs, like this. Boom. And then of course in the middle, we're going to place all the way around. So pretty much the quartz slabs surround the sunroof, just kind of adding a little bit of depth to the ceiling. I think it's pretty cool. It's kind of like a drop down in the roof. I think it's pretty sweet. What we can now grab is our spruce or birch leaves, white banners like so. We're going to place 1, 2 leaves just like that. Jump 2 blocks, place another 2 leaves like so. Then we're going to place a banner here and on the block below the leaves. We can also go in and actually grab ourselves our water buckets, because we're going to need to fill up the hot tub. You know, we've got a hot tub without any water at the moment. That's probably not the best idea, but as you can see, we've filled it with water now. And you can access the hot tub from inside the house, which I thought was a pretty cool feature, or up on the, you know, the kind of like walkway next to the pool. You can access it there too, which I think is a pretty cool feature for the house. Okay, now we're back on the outside of the house. We're going to grab ourselves our light grey concrete, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, just like that. We're going to jump to the opposite side of the house. We're going to place 1, we're going to bring it up by another 1, and take it back by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. And we're going to join it all the way along, just like so. And then what we can do is grab ourselves our grass blocks, and we're going to fill this entire area in. And this is going to be the first kind of like planter, I guess, that we have on the house, like this. Fill it in, make sure it is all filled in. We're going to add a random selection of leaves, pretty much anywhere you feel like so. We can then grab our bone meal and pretty much just whack it down in all of these gaps like that. Make sure you double press it sometimes to give yourself some long grass, just to kind of like, I don't know, give it a little variety. We're then going to jump to this side. We're going to jump 1 block out and 3 blocks out, and on the 4th block we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like that. We're then going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block place another birchwood fence like that, and bring that up by 4 as well. What we can then do is jump 1, 2, 3, 4 up, place 2 on the middle sides of every side, like that, and it gives us these very, very nice, sleek, modern looking trees that you've probably seen me use in a ton of my videos just because I feel like they look super, super cool. We're then going to just bone meal up the floor, kind of spice it up a little bit, and you can, neaten it up at the edges if you want to kind of make sure they don't go outside, which I think is pretty important, honestly. Oh, and I've started breaking everything in my path, like that. Maybe add a few more little blocks of your own, like so. But that is the back corner. Okay, what we're now going to do on this side of the build is place 1-2 grey concrete like that. And we're going to take this back all the way to the front of the build. And we are going to connect it to, okay, this block here. So, bring this along. And they should be connecting like so. So, 2 blocks away, bring it all the way around the front to this corner. Make sure it stops, and we are going to line it up with the infinity pool. And we're also going to bring this grey concrete all the way around, filling in the gaps, and this is just kind of like border off and finish the like house's plan, I suppose. We're then going to place ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4 more blocks of concrete like so. We're then going to place ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4 more blocks of concrete just like that. We're going to jump to this block here, count 1 in, and place 1, 2, 3 blocks of grey concrete there too. What we can then do is sprinkle our leaves in this little area just like this, and then we're just going to bone meal the whole shebang up just like that. Make sure, like I said, some of it is taller, and we've got our second planter. What we're then going to do here is jump 2 blocks to the side, dig all the way down here, and replace that with grey concrete. Do exactly the same here, jump 2 blocks, replace this line here with grey concrete, like so. We're then going to dig up all of this grass here, okay, all of it, like this. Perfect. What we can then do is grab our quartz, replace these blocks here just so it kind of doesn't show through, and the grey concrete here, because if you want dirt showing, be my guest, but personally I feel like it doesn't look too pretty. We're going to go in and we're going to grab ourselves the white concrete, and then on the bottom dirt blocks of this, 1 block down, we are going to replace it all with concrete like this. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, and you don't mind me don't mind watching me break a load of blocks that you probably don't want to be watching me break, because it's boring, but gotta do it to get the build complete. Now, oh, I didn't mean to do that. White concrete all the way like this. We can then go in and grab ourselves our water bucket and fill all of these little gaps in with water. I just think this makes for a really interesting kind of feature. Don't really see them much on modern houses, but they do look pretty sweet. So we are going to get all of them filled in, so you should have this. What we can then do is grab our quartz slabs, place 2 blocks on the end like that. So there should be 2 blocks on this side, 2 blocks of slabs, and then 2 blocks on this side. And then we're going to place a block, 4 more like that. We can delete that one, do exactly the same here, place another 4 like that, delete that block. So you should have 4 covering, I guess, each section of the little like water strips. And it kind of gives you these awesome stepping stones for yet another entrance into the hot tub. So you can enter from there, the actual house, and the front, I guess, if you use these little stepping stones. Either that or they're just for decoration, and kind of make the build pretty interesting. We're then going to grab some lily pads and just randomly spread them across the water, because I don't know, I just feel like it adds a little bit of color. It doesn't make the little pool areas look so plain. We're going to stick that one there actually. But yeah, from the top you should have this, and I think this is one of the coolest features of this house. We also need to come to this grass strip that we placed pretty early on in the video, place a few leaves down, and then bone meal it up to make it look a little bit pretty, because what's the point of having a plain grass strip? A little bit of greenery to spice things up. Finally, we're going to get some diorite, some buttons, and a wooden shovel, and we're just going to kind of break some blocks until we reach the front of the house, like that. Dig up some blocks randomly with the shovel, like so. And then what we can do in the little grass gaps is actually place some buttons, and this just kind of makes a really nice little path at the front of the house, just to kind of add a little bit of decoration. You don't have to add it, but personally, maybe we could even add one like that. It just looks a little nicer. What we can also do is add one of these floaters. So what you're going to want to do is grab some light blue carpet or whatever color you choose, and the white carpet as well. Come to a random spot in the pool, and you're just going to want to rapid place 3 up like so. Normally I'm pretty bad at that, but I just did first shot it. You're going to collect all the excess carpet like that, and you've got yourself a little float or lilo to kind of go in the water. It just adds that kind of extra realistic kind of detail. Speaking of realistic detail, we're going to come to the back corner of the house, and where we have this kind of like plain little bit of concrete, we're going to add a green block of wool, jump 1, add a blue block of wool, and on the top of them we're going to place some iron trapdoors, and these are just going to kind of represent some bins. You know, them kind of colored bins that you have to take out, recycling, waste, you know, all that good stuff. It just kind of adds to the house, adds a little splash of color to the back corner. But apart from that, boys and girls, we are finished with this pretty cool, awesome, modern house. So guys, that is it. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. It has taken me a while to make, honestly. This video is going to take a little while in editing as well. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Hopefully you have enjoyed the fact that this house is slightly larger and, you know, does cater to a slightly advanced kind of level of building. Anyway, that being said, make sure to like this video. It motivates me to make more just like this. Subscribe for more content if you are new around here. I love you all so much. Stay creative, stay positive, and of course, I will see you in my next Minecraft video. See you guys.